Ladies and gentlemen, I am Paul, U.S. Army combat veteran, and today we're going to be taking a look at some leaked combat footage. These are Ukraine special forces taking out Russian recon units, and we are going to break down just why you want to stop even just little three-man Russian recon teams deserve to get taken out by special forces. Let's get into it. So, again, this comes to us from the Sun via newsflash, via what looks like, I think this is Ukraine Marines. I really do need to become better, or maybe the Donbas Battalion, but I really do need to become better at identifying Ukraine forces symbology. So, back it up a little bit. We are going to see here, we have a Russian, what is believed to be a Russian recon element. Now, what makes you think that you're looking at a recon element? I mean, first off, wow. These guys are not walking in anything resembling a combat formation. Two soldiers very close together in the front, a third soldier well in the back, walking in a straight line along a path, a known path through the woods, right? Now, obviously, you may be thinking to yourselves, wow, there's cover and concealment right here, just a few feet away. Why on earth would they not be there? So there's two theories. The first is that this isn't actually a recon element, that this is somehow an ambush of a rear area. I mean, truly, these soldiers, even if you were to drop a civilian into an untrained civilian, they would understand that if there's a likelihood of hostile contact, they should be moving in at least a tactical formation, not straight along a goat path. But even if they weren't, like, even if they were on a recon mission, they're going to want to be in a tactical formation where they're a little more spread out, a little harder to hit, and ideally, again, using the cover and concealment that's right next to them. It's no secret that cyber attacks are on the rise. Just last year, hackers have breached Twitch, food vendors, cybersecurity companies, even hospitals. Your cybersecurity has never been more important. That's why I want to talk to you about today's sponsor, Atlas VPN. Right now, Atlas VPN is running a huge discount. You can get a 3-year subscription for just $1.83 a month with a 30-day money-back guarantee. But this is a limited time offer, so click the link in the description below before time runs out. Atlas VPN encrypts your online activity through a secure tunnel, preventing spying and hiding your IP address from others. And Atlas VPN's data breach monitoring scans leaked databases for your personal information, like your email or social security number. Atlas VPN also blocks malicious links, ads, and trackers, and it even notifies you when someone is trying to steal your data. Atlas VPN is easy to use. Just open up the app, turn on the VPN, and select your country. Voila, you're browsing from another location. You'll be able to see price deals that are only available in select locations on things like airlines and hotels. You can also access geo-restricted content from streaming services like Netflix or Hulu. Atlas VPN also provides high-speed protection for gaming and streaming, and it lets you see location-specific deals. Right now, Atlas VPN is running a huge discount. You can get a 3-year subscription for just $1.83 a month with a 30-day money-back guarantee, but it's a limited time offer, so time is running out. Click the link in the description below and get Atlas VPN today. I understand that when you do a reconnaissance, there's something called a route reconnaissance, and route reconnaissance is where you are supposed to drive the route. You're supposed to conduct reconnaissance of this route, and you're supposed to actually take specific measurements. You're going to answer questions like, how big a vehicle can travel this route? How safe is this route? Are there especially dangerous terrain in this route? Is there terrain that the enemy would have an advantage over us, right? Is there special hazards along the route, like a river? Does it climb up a mountain? Anything that you can't get from a satellite photo, right? What is the gradient of the route? Can large trucks or trailers be brought along that route? So when you do that, you don't have a choice. You have to recon the actual road itself. You don't have to. Sometimes you can get away with sort of skirting the road and seeing it from a distance, but most of the time you have to recon the road itself. But when you do that, you always try to have something called overwatch. That's when you're going to have somebody doing recon of the route, and another element is going to be like in the rear or ideally at an elevated position watching the other element, and then it does its route recon, and then it sets itself as security, and the overwatch element continues the route reconnaissance, right? You can also, if you have room to maneuver, you can do it with 2 forces back to back. Now if you told me, again, in this little dirt path, there we go. If in this little dirt path, right, one, there's not much of a need to recon it in the conventional sense. A quick flyover with a satellite would tell you that it's a farm field. It's flat, it's straight, it goes where you want it to go. It's not like there's any obstacles to the left of it. But even if these were 2 soldiers instructed to do a route reconnaissance, they're going to want to be over here. Just a little bit to the left. They can still see the dirt path. It's fine. And if they have to really check the route itself, they can set security here, crawl out, check the road conditions, get their measurements, slip back into cover. So the point is, these guys are already not exactly showing brilliance, but I sort of have a suspicion that these dangerous missions like reconnaissance, they're probably assigned to either the new guys, which I think is pretty normal in Russian military culture, or the people nobody likes. Let's see how this shakes out for them. Hint, not well. So here's a Ukrainian Special Forces team, purportedly a Special Forces team. I don't see any reason to doubt it. They look well equipped. They certainly have good gear. So this one is engaging them with a sniper rifle. That's an easy way to harass a recon team. A sniper rifle, a sniper is going to be able to, once they stop, get a good direct shot. And even if they don't hit their target, that recon element is going to have to get down, get low, and they're not going to be able to maneuver because they know they're taking sniper fire from somewhere, but they may not even know where. So they're sort of frozen in place, even if the sniper hasn't hit anyone, especially if the sniper just sits and looks and watches and waits for movement. Right? So it sort of depicts. See, there you go. See, he takes a shot. It's not clear that anyone's been hit, right? But the Russian soldiers get down and they get into cover. Now, unfortunately, they're fixed. Right? In military parlance, to fix an enemy is a term for when the enemy cannot maneuver without taking fire, right? So what you can do to unfix yourself is return fire. And that's why you see in firefights, right, you have to create some sort of exchange. And if you can just fire your weapons at an unsustainable rate, briefly get to the point where you have fire superiority, then you can maneuver, right, because the enemy is the one taking more fire. It's a technique, but if you're a recon element, especially a 3-man team, you're sort of stuck. Okay, here's some more. Now, they've been found, the recon team, right, in Vietnam, they had a very simple protocol, and it's still in U.S. military doctrine. It's find, fix, and finish. So once that team, that sniper team, identified, found the Russian recon element, then they fixed them in place by engaging them with a sniper fire. Now comes for the part called finishing. Finishing means destroying the enemy. And we can see here, one, definitely thinking this is a Special Forces team because as you can see, they have a fast helmet. They have a plate carrier that actually matches. In fact, all their gear is matching, which to me is a sign that, yeah, these guys are probably first-rate units. If they're not SF, if it hasn't been properly tagged as SF units, they're probably something like, Ukraine Marines or Ukraine like airborne forces. So they're sending off what looks like maybe an autocannon or a grenade launcher, continuing to pin them into place. Now they're going to use this mounted, this is also strong SF team vibes, the ball cap and active hearing protection. So it looks like they are sending guided rockets at them, right? These guys are really pinned into place here, and there's a lot of fire. Now you may be thinking, Paul, you just told me that this is a 3, let's watch this hit and then I'll break it down for you. Whew, that thing packs a punch. Okay, so you're thinking to yourself, Paul, you just told me that these are 3 likely low-end conscripts, probably not much training, not much experience between the 3 of them. And they're being engaged by what looked like an elite Special Forces team. Don't worry, there's plenty more, there's some more combat footage we're going to check out. But You're asking yourself, what's the point? Well, here's the point, is that recon elements, first, like we said, they're out there gathering intelligence about the terrain and the area, sure. But most importantly, recon elements are out there trying to get intelligence about enemy positions. And one of the most effective ways, but dangerous ways, to get intelligence about your enemy formation is called the recon by fire. And the recon by fire is, well, like it sounds, you actually poke the bear a little bit, and you get to find out what weapon systems are deployed in what areas. How well defended is this part of terrain or that part of terrain? But the only reason it works, the only reason you can get away with recon by fire, is if the recon team comes back and tells their headquarters what they saw. If the recon team just disappears, that whole sector just gets a big question mark. Why'd they disappear? Maybe they deserted. Maybe they hit one landmine. Maybe they encountered a well-equipped special forces team. The headquarters doesn't know. So the answer is, if you're going to take out a recon team, you have to do it all the way. And so that's why you're going to probably see these guys bring out the big guns. Yep, you can see there, their final finishing technique was artillery. So it looked more like a mortar. That looked like a 60 millimeter-ish mortar. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope, more importantly, that you guys learned something about why we do reconnaissance, why we try to stop reconnaissance from being done on us, and what we see when we talk about intelligence on the battlefield. As always, guys, if you want me to do some breakdowns of videos that are just a little too spicy for YouTube, my friends, you want to join the Patreon. Thanks to my Lieutenant tier patrons. You guys make this possible. See you guys in the next one.